today we're going to look at the Sodor engine number 4, that's Gordon, the 462 locomotive. Either a brother or sister, we won't want to get into that too much, of Flying Scotsman. So an A1, A3 class locomotive. Don't ask me which one. It is usually apparently visible by the dome and so on. Now, I have got the detail pack, I haven't fitted it yet, but we have got the lamp irons, they're just not fitted at the moment, not while the layout isn't built. It's a beautiful locomotive, and the blue, the colour blue on this locomotive is what I would say is the correct colour for Gordon. You might remember in the Edward video I was saying how it was far too light, and I still believe it is, but I know that the newer, more recent releases of Gordon from Hornby had the same very light blue. However, this being a slightly older version or release of the locomotive, it appears to have what I would call the correct blue, although it is very plasticky to look at. We don't have your traditional tender that you'd have, say, with a Flying Scotsman, so that's something unique to Gordon on the island of Sodor. He's got a lovely full coal load, and it does look quite realistic. Similar to Henry, because it's roughly about the same age. This is also the Ringfield motor tender driven version of Gordon. So the front here is totally freewheeling, and its only use or purpose is for the pickup of electricity. You've got to keep these locomotive front ends, all of their rods and things, well lubricated, or you'll tend to find that the wheels will seize and not turn around while they're going around the track, because they're only turning due to the momentum and the freewheeling coming from the tender, from the motor itself. So if you get dust and dirt and hair and things like that tangled up in it, they'll not want to move around. So it's best to keep that well lubricated. As usual, standard decouplings. We've got the lovely oval buffers on this example, like Gordon is meant to have. Separately fitted safety valves and handrails, although with the tender it's all just moulding. It's all just moulded detail. It was never designed for the avid enthusiast on a model railway. It was designed and focused more for the children, but as before, it's one of those ones you need to be a bit careful when connecting them. If we can get some light there. Yes, you'll be able to see the cab details there, and as I've said before on other videos, we will get into there and we will add that detail with a paintbrush. As before, there's the very delicate copper connections for the passing of the electricity. So it's definitely one of those things to keep an eye on. Make sure they're well. They are a nightmare to have to repair if they get broken. As you can see here on the tender, just line it up a bit, you can see the details there, handbrake, you can see where the coal's coming out of the load, all that sort of thing. And the traction tyres on this one are a lot better. They're just here on these two wheels here, but they will inevitably need replacing shortly. Hopefully they'll last a little while longer, and we won't have to replace them quite yet. Gordon's face is much darker, and I would say it's more befitting the original series 1, that sort of thing. Nothing like the CGI, but very much like the pictures of it or the images of it in the first series on television, the Brit Allcroft ones. But as I've said before with other models, it's a lovely locomotive. If you get a Flying Scotsman up against that, you can see the similarities straight away in the locomotive. Beautiful. We are lucky enough to have a lovely rake of Gordon's express coaches, so we will get Gordon coupled up to them and we'll show you some footage of Gordon going around the track. And I think you can just make out another locomotive in the background who's going to make an appearance as well. So let's have a look. Let's get Gordon coupled up. Well, there you go. There's Hornby's 462 Gordon locomotive, number 4 from the Island of Sodor. Lovely locomotive, and you can see it had absolutely no trouble pulling 5 of his express coaches. I would imagine he can pull a lot more. Haven't tried that yet, but maybe that's something for another video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe if you feel what you want to, and look out for the next video. I think we'll move on to locomotive number 5. See you again soon.